Welcome to the BrainCode SPReD file upload tutorial. Before proceeding, ensure you've completed the following training modules first: the BrainCode Portal Overview Training Module, the BrainCode Subject ID Naming Convention Training Module, the BrainCode Introduction to SPReD Training Module, and lastly, the BrainCode SPReD Naming Conventions Training Module. If these modules still need to be completed, please contact a BrainCode team member. Welcome to BrainCode SPReD file upload tutorial. This module is intended for users who will be viewing or uploading neuroimaging and related data within an existing SPReD project. SPReD Access Training Instance. To access the SPReD training site, we will first go to the BrainCode portal and log in with our BrainCode portal credentials. Next, I click on the Data Capture Tools tab and click on the Training Site button beneath the SPReD logo. Now I can enter the SPReD training website using my SPReD training credentials. SPReD file upload tutorial. Before getting started with today's training tutorial, ensure that you've been set up with a training site account on SPReD. If you do not have these credentials, email spred@braincode.ca for assistance. You will also require the necessary tutorial files to complete the file upload. Download the zip folder with the demo data files available in this module. If you encounter any issues downloading the zip folder, reach out to a SPReD administrator. The files will be needed to complete today's training. The training manual is available within this module in a PDF version. Preparing the files for upload. Download the zip file available in this module to a suitable directory. Unzip the file and you will see the basic directory structure. It should look something like this. The highest level directory and folders are named trn01 underscore tst underscore 0001 and 0002. These are OBI subject IDs. In real study data, the first 5 characters of all subject names and file names will contain the program and study code. Each of these subject folders will contain the following: 3 folders of MRI data, 1 file of EEG data, a text file, and 1 folder of MEG data. The file names indicate that this data is from a study that has 2 imaging sessions per visit, with MR and EEG in the first and MEG in the second. Indeed, note that the session codes appearing after SE are O1 for the EEG file and the MR session notes, and O2 for the MEG. The second subject, TRN01 underscore TST underscore 0002, is provided for optional practice. If you wish, you can repeat all of the above steps for the second subject. However, your training will be considered complete once all data from the first subject is correctly uploaded to the training instance of SPReD. A test project will be assigned to you when you obtain your temporary account, and its title and ID will be communicated with your login details. The file names in the demo data start with TRN01. This is not your test project ID, so it's important that subject IDs and file names match the project ID. Before beginning to upload our data, we will change the TRN01 in our folder and file names to reflect that of the project that was created for us. In order to proceed with today's file upload tutorial training, we will use the compressed upload method. We will first need to create zip archives for MR and MEG data. It would be possible to upload your MR scans one by one, but it's faster and simpler instead to create a zip file containing all 3 MR scans. Within the folder for the first participant, select all 3 folders containing AX. Create a zip file with these. Follow the instructions for your specific operating system to create zip files or folders. It is recommended that you read the training manual provided within this module if you require further instruction. Now we will change the name of the new zip file to our project ID followed by an underscore followed by tst underscore 0001 underscore 01 underscore sco1 underscore mr.zip. Create a zip archive for the MEG data and remember to follow your operating specific instructions to do so. Keep in mind for Mac operating systems that you will need to use the command line for any non-DICOM files. Starting the upload. Step 1. Go to the training instance of SPReD and log in. You will be redirected to the home page. Step 2. Select this title of the project that has been created for you. In our case here, we are using Training Session Practice 53. Once you have selected your project, you will see a list of subjects beneath the tab Subjects. The subject list will be empty if you are the first to use this training project. Step 3. To create a new subject, we will pull down the New menu near the top of the screen and select Subject. An equivalent way to do this is from the Actions menu on the right-hand side. You can click Add and then click Subject. This will lead us to Step 4, which is the New Subject page. Step 5. Fill in at least the subject ID, for our case TRN53 underscore TST underscore 0001. The research group field will be optional, but for the demo, type in Control. We strongly recommend that you input an age and gender at this time as well. For future use in quality control, this will be useful. Keep in mind for real subject data, ages over 90 may require special handling for de-identification, so check with your study coordinator. For our test data today, fill in a fictitious age and gender. The other fields are optional, and within OBI research programs using BrainCode, these will typically be filled in from other data capture systems. Step 6. Press Submit at the bottom of the page when you are done. You are now in the main subject page. You may click on the project's running title to get back to the main project page, or click on Home to get back to your account homepage. In order to return to the subject page for the subject we just added, click Home, then your project title, then the name of the subject, which would be TRN53 underscore TST underscore 0001, to get back to the subject page. Upload the MR scans DICOM files. Step 1. From the top of the subject page, choose the Upload menu, then select Images. Step 2. You will be redirected to the Upload Image Sessions page. Step 3. There are 2 ways to proceed. One is to use the uploader applet. However, some users will have difficulty running this, especially if Java installation is out of date. The other way is to upload without the uploader applet, which is what we will be describing in today's tutorial. Step 4. Upload without the uploader applet. Click on the link that says Click Here within the Upload Images page. Step 5. This will take you to a secondary upload page, and depending on your browser, you will either see Choose File or Browse. Step 6. Within Option 1, select Project as the current project title, Training 53 in our case. Select the destination as Pre-Archive. Then choose the zip file that you have created for the MR scan. Click the Begin Upload button. Step 7. From the Upload menu at the top of the screen, select Go to Pre-Archive, which will bring up the following. Assuming there's only one row in the list to the left, select this row by clicking this small box on the left-hand side. If there are more than one row, look at the Upload Date column, which can be made wider by dragging its right-hand border. Check that the project ID in the second column is correct. When working with real data, if you have access to more than one project, then it is possible that you or someone else has uploaded data to the wrong project. If this occurs, and you're sure, then you can select the row and press Change Projects button in the right-hand half of the screen and select the correct project. Once this is done, refresh the pre-archive page, wait and repeat until the status of the moved row is ready. 9. Click the Review and Archive button. This begins as an archiving process at the end of which the data will be moved into the main database and will be visible to others who have access to the project. Step 10. After clicking Review and Archive, you will see the Add New MR Session form. At the top of the form is the project short title. If this is incorrect, click the back button and go ahead and follow the instructions within this training module to fix the project ID. Step 11. The subject and session fields will have been filled in automatically, yet incorrectly from the DICOM files. Press OK in response to the pop-up window complaining about invalid characters and the session name. Also ignore the message in red that the subject does not exist, since we are about to change the subject. Step 12. For the subject field, select the subject for which you have just created. For the session field, enter TRN 53 underscore TST underscore 0001 underscore 01 underscore SEO1 underscore MR, and remember to change the project ID of this session ID to your own project number. The acquisition date, scanner, and acquisition site will have been filled in automatically. However, you should enter 01 into the visit ID field. This is the visit number encoded in the demo data file names and session names. In real data, you should always review these fields and correct them if needed. It is important that the information is correctly and consistently entered as defined by your study coordinator. The list of scans, which will automatically be filled in from the DICOM, can be edited if necessary, except that the scan numbers can't be changed. In our example, the scans are numbered 2, 4, and 6, whereas in real data they would normally be numbered consecutively from 1. You can create extra scans here and later upload data to them manually, but this is not normally necessary. Step 13. Check the scan type and usability. The usability field will be refilled following the QC pipeline process, so unless you have definitive doubts or information about the quality of the data uploaded, you may choose usable. However, if there are comments or unusual circumstances you know of during image acquisition, then you may add a comment to the notes field. For this tutorial, add subject had trouble staying still in the Axial T1 MPRAGE note field. Step 14. Press Submit. You are now at the session page where you should see the new scans listed. Press Show Counts to see the sizes of the data files. You will notice a list of active processes at the top half of the screen, including Auto Run. One thing that this process does automatically is create snapshots for the MR images. Once this process completes, the snapshots can be seen by pressing on the plus button to the left of any scans. Upload session notes. This file, which ends in _session_notes.rtf, is an example data file containing fictitious technician notes from session 01. This is an example of a session resource file that may be part of a session but is not a scan. The name indicates that these notes are to be loaded into the MR session that we have just created. Step 1. From the session page, choose Manage Files from the Actions menu on the right-hand side. Step 2. This brings up a File Manager window. Choose Add Folder. Step 3. In the Add Folder dialog for levels, select Resources, then enter the folder name session_notes. Step 4. The format information fields can be left blank. Press Create. Step 5. The new folder is now visible in the File Manager window. Press Upload Files. Step 6. This brings up an Upload File window. Select Resources in session_notes, choose the file, and then press Upload. Step 7. When it is done, you'll see the File Manager window again. Press the plus button beside session_notes to see your uploaded file. Step 8. Press Close to return to the session page. Upload EEG scan non-DICOM files. In our example, there is a single EEG scan collected simultaneously with MR as part of session 01. Since by convention, SPReD sessions contain only one recording or imaging modality, we create a second SPReD session to hold the EEG scan. Step 1. Go back to the subject page by clicking Subject TRN 53_TST_0001. From the Actions menu on the right, select Add Experiment. Recall that in SPReD, experiment is synonymous with session. Step 2. Select EEG session. You will see the same kind of session creation form as before, however this one will have no scans pre-filled. Step 3. Enter the session name and visit ID 01. Note that on this form, visit ID is obligatory. For real research data, it's strongly recommended you also fill in the fields date, scanner, and acquisition site. Step 4. In the list of scans, delete all but the first row. This is important. Click on the scissors icon beside each of the rows. After this is complete, enter scan number 1, and for type, enter EEG. Select Usable and optionally add a note. Click Submit. Step 5. You will now see the session page for the EEG session. To upload the EEG data, choose Manage Files from the Actions menu on the right-hand side. This brings up the File Manager window. Choose Add Folder. Step 6. For level, select Scans. For item, select 1 and enter folder name EEG. Then press Create. Step 7. Still in the File Manager, click Upload Files. Select Scans 1 and EEG. Click Choose File and then choose the file in the SPReD demo data that ends in _eeg.cnt. Press Upload. This may take a few minutes and there is no progress bar. Files uploaded by this method can be zipped first, but you don't have to. Note that if you do zip them, you'll have a choice whether to unzip them or store them in the zip format. Step 8. Press Close to return to session page. Reload the session page by either clicking a reload button from your browser or go to the subject page and then return back to the EEG session. Click Total Counts to see the uploaded file listed. Optionally, you may follow the instructions in the training manual provided within this module to upload the MEG session or redo all the above steps for the second subject. This is completely optional and is just for practice. Do you still have questions at the end of today's tutorial? If so, contact a SPReD administrator by emailing spred@braincode.ca. If you have any more BrainCode portal related questions, you may contact help@braincode.ca. Next steps. Press the Submit button to confirm you have watched today's training module. This will also redirect you to the SPReD training site so you may start to work on the file upload tutorial. Remember to ensure you have already downloaded the necessary files and training manual beforehand. Once you are ready to attempt the file upload tutorial, log in with your SPReD test instant credentials. Complete the file upload process with your test project and email spred@braincode.ca to notify an administrator your uploads are ready for review. After successful completion of the tutorial, you will be given credentials for a SPReD production account. Thank you for watching today's tutorial video.